They gon' love me for my ambition.
Woo! Shout out to everybody out there in the world listening, watching. This is Sound. This is Club Ambition, the podcast cap, and we got Marloon doing his thing, holding it down.
You already know what it is.
My brother Marloon, you know, he's a blood gang representative today. Chill. Just jokes. Let's not start a gang war.
Hold on, before you continue.
Oh, what happened?
When I put your single camera.
Oh, it's glitching? Okay. All right. That's fine. Getting the visuals better.
We Gucci.
But yeah, let's not start a gang war in here.
Nah, let's not.
But shout out to Rhode Island, listening, checking us in every single week, every single episode. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We are you guys. We are Rhode Island, no matter what.
Yes, sir.
You know, shout out to the supporters. This week we're supposed to have a guest. Everything got rescheduled. Situations happened. We will have that guest on in the future. We'll keep it a surprise, maintain it a surprise, but definitely know it's going to be well worth the wait. And aside from that, you know, shout out to the love and the support we've been getting on the channel. This week, for those who don't know, I'm at some point, I'm working on redropping the Trippie Redd interview that we did 2020, the Trippie Redd famous band block interview. I'm working on redropping that this week on YouTube. Making sure I want to have it fully monetizable, and I'm gonna try to send it to his team beforehand as well. They can maybe potentially whitelist it.
Why were they taking it down? Was it because of music?
That's a good question. I do not know. I want to revisit that original post, but I might have deleted the whole video. Because sometimes when they block a video, you could keep it there, but I think I just deleted it because I got so mad. I'm like, oh, this got blocked. Let me just delete this whole clip.
Right? Yeah.
But sometimes I think that was one of the situations when they didn't even give a reason. I'm pretty sure they didn't even give a reason. Usually nowadays they give a reason. Music. It had to be, but I think they didn't give a reason because my memory, that's how I feel. I feel like it genuinely was like a straight up, like crazy aggressive block where it was like no reason. But then YouTube's different now.
It's not like he spoke on it, whatever. Anyways,
it's a lot of moments there though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to redrop it,
but not like you know what I'm saying, like shit he shouldn't be saying. You know?
Yeah, it was a lot of moments though, more.
No, it was. I
was thinking about like maybe what could have been the part that got it blocked. You know, he didn't say anything great. Maybe the weed smoking. I doubt that though, because they have weed smoking podcasts.
It really depends though. You want to know why? Because
maybe him grabbing Eric in the beginning, but then that's a skit.
I doubt that because TJ, the one that I watched and shit, he was talking in like a couple videos ago. He was talking that one of his videos got taken down. And he said, bro, but he's like, I think it's because, and it's crazy, right? Because they like smoke cigars and shit like that, but they showing it. That's like normal. It's normal. Plus in California, it's legal for, you know, weed and all of that. Yeah. And he legit said that he's like, I think someone in the background had like a joint or some shit like that, and his video got fucking stricken down.
Could be that then. But then I don't get it because there's some weed smoking podcast.
Right. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like. It might have been like a split second because I don't remember seeing none of that.
And what
shit,
if it's
bro.
a fake blunt? YouTube has no way of knowing. Like, I don't know.
They gonna take you now.
So it could have been that. I don't know. He was playing a lot of unreleased music. I'm gonna put the full unedited version on Patreon, so people hopefully support the Patreon more when they watch the edited version. They want to watch more content because he has a lot of unreleased music that I think still I didn't recognize a lot of it that still hasn't even dropped. And it was sounding pretty good. A lot of good records that he should drop. So, and he might never drop because these artists, you never know with them. But so shout out to Trippie and them. Hopefully they'll see that, and hopefully we might make that viral again. Hopefully when I have it fully monetizable and shit, figure that stuff out. But aside from that, Rhode Island, it's cold as hell, but it was colder as hell this past weekend. For those who don't know, record low temperatures. We were just talking about it off camera. Here inside the studio, one of the sprinklers froze. So cold that it was dripping water. I thought everything was going to go off in here. It would have been crazy. We would have had no podcast this week. It would have been insane.
Would have been broke.
And in the freaking car, my gas pedal was loose as hell right now. I'm working on fixing that. My the apartment was so cold the entire weekend. It was freezing.
For real?
No matter how hot the heater was, I was like, yo, I was so frustrated, but we would just sweater up. You gotta just bundle up.
Damn, insulation in that house must suck then.
It's actually really good. That's the thing. is really good in there because when it's like when the heater's
How
on,
much did
it's
you have a
strong.
heater at?
Probably like 82.
God damn.
Yeah, 82.
I had it at 69 at my house and I was dying.
Yeah.
I was dying,
It's
bro.
weird because here in the studio we'll put it like
For like 2 minutes and I
it's strong.
It'd be mad hot.
And then over there you're saying your crib, you put it.
I keep it at 16.
69.
I keep it at 66, 65,
Really?
67. That's where I keep it at in the winter. But then
Maybe because it's lower, like below ground. Maybe it's better insulation.
it should be colder. Because
That's true.
I put it out. My landlord was like, yo, put up the heater because I don't want the lines to freeze, this and that. I put it up to 69. And I've been sleeping with a fan on. It's hot, bro.
But yeah, our apartment is
hot.
usually like in the 70, 71. And then we had to put it to 82. And it still didn't feel hot enough. So
Wow, that's crazy.
it was cold as hell,
It was
man.
cold, bro. It was, I think at one point it had like negative. It said it wasn't. It didn't. It felt like negative 30, but it was actually like 1 degree or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that shit. I took out my dog with just shorts on. Like I had I had a ski mask
Risking
on.
your life.
I had I had a sweater on. I had a jacket on, but I had shorts on. I kid you not, I was out there for a minute and my fucking legs felt like they were gonna break off.
Oh my God.
That shit was so bad. That shit was so bad.
It was so cold. They said the lowest it reached officially was 9 degrees below, negative 9 degrees below zero on Saturday in Providence, Rhode Island. They said the last time that it was this cold in Providence on a February 4th was in 1918 when the temperature dropped to 2 below. So it hasn't been this cold in a February 4th. So it's actually not necessarily expected for this around this time. In years, it hasn't been like this around this time in February, randomly.
I mean,
And yeah, we had to suffer and deal with that shit. That was crazy.
The weather's crazy. You saw, look at all them Texans, fucking their cars are frozen and shit like that. They thought it was something from another world. We deal with that shit all winter.
They said also out here, TF Green Airport, there was water leaking because of the freezing pipes. Pipes were busting, water was leaking at the TF Green Airport. Also, there was emergency shelters. Shout out to Enrique Sanchez, state representative. There was emergency shelters throughout the city and the state that where homeless people were able to go to get warm. But
thank
the
God.
main one got so cold, like the windows busted. So,
Wow.
because it was windy. The wind was weird.
Yeah, the wind
It was
was-
like a weird, like, random cut wind. It was so random. I'm like, what the heck is going on today?
It would just come slap you and
Then leave.
Yeah.
It was like Will Smith. The wind was Will Smith and people.
Yeah.
And then also there was that's the main thing. But also this is what interesting. Today, specifically the date of the recording is 45-year anniversary since the 1978 blizzard of New England. The famous 78 blizzard of New England. The craziest blizzard in the history of New England. People still talk about it to this day.
Them pictures were crazy.
The pictures are insane. You got freaking, people literally needing to use full on, what are those things called? Those machines, those
the big ass
construction trucks and the
construction
tractors to lift up the snow from everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at some of the photos right now. This is crazy. But yeah, the blizzard of 78, this 45th anniversary is today in Rhode Island. But there we have it when it comes to Rhode Island news. Moving on, biggest news of the week that happened in the weekend was the Grammys. For those who don't know, this weekend was the Grammys award. Did you watch the Grammys at all?
I don't have a cable.
Listen, I found an illegal link on Twitter. I was like, let me tune in.
Should he
No,
be saying
actually, I
that?
did a trial on Paramount because the link was active. I'm like, how can I
Isn't that a free show?
No, Paramount?
Grammys.
It's free, but I don't have cable either. So the only way I was able to watch it like fully properly was with Paramount Plus, the streaming platform, because I guess Paramount owns CBS. So CBS, you can watch CBS content on Paramount. I think you watch the Super Bowl. Pretty sure the CBS is gonna have the Super Bowl next weekend on Paramount Plus as well if you want to watch on the app. So I did the 1 month free trial, canceled it right away, boom, and I was watching the Grammys.
Fuck yeah.
So the Grammys, man, recapping the Grammys 2023. Well, 2022, I think, because it's covering artists and music from last year. Excuse me. Beyonce has broken the record for the most Grammys of all time.
Oh, wow.
Pretty crazy. She had multiple nominations, but doesn't mean nothing really. A lot of times people get nominated, the most and they don't even win. She won and has surpassed everyone. She has the most Grammys of all time. Let me actually look up what's the record. Beyonce Grammy record to get the actual number. Watch it be something wild. 32. Okay. Beyonce has broken the record for the most Grammy wins of all time with 32 records. 32 awards. After earning 4 awards for the Recording Academy. Yesterday. Okay. That's pretty amazing. After 88 career nominations. So she was nominated 88 times and has won 32 times. I don't think anyone's really going to pass her. Maybe not anytime soon. Maybe in the future. You know, if Jay-Z releases music again, if Kanye stops being Kanye, he's not going to stop being Kanye.
Who would be the second person with the most?
That's actually a good question. Second most, it probably is Kanye. That's why I said Kanye. Second most, no, Kanye I think is we'll find it right now. Second most Grammys of all time. Okay. It's going into a different world. Okay. You got the white people. Georgie Scotty. We don't even know who the hell that is.
Fuck is that? No disrespect.
George Solti, yeah, no conductor. No disrespect to him. God bless him. But George Solti has 31 Grammys. Quincy Jones, the legend, has 28 Grammys. And then going down to people we recognize, Stevie Wonder, 25 Grammys. Okay. Jay-Z and Kanye West are tied for 21 Grammys. U2 has 22 Grammys. So that person, George Stoltz, could pass her if he does more conducting. Not only does the late conductor, I think he passed away. The late conductor, they're saying, so he probably passed away. Quincy Jones, probably not going to get a lot of Grammys. I think Beyonce's going to hold that record for a while. I'm not going to lie. The only person that potentially could do that would be Kanye. If Kanye randomly, does back-to-back years, maybe 5 Grammys, he still wouldn't even be at 32. He'll be at 31. And Beyonce's going to hold that record for a while. And she'll probably keep getting more if she drops again. So, shout out to the Grammys. Shout out to Beyonce for passing and winning that award. I think it was long overdue for her to get, some sort of crazy award-breaking record. Because, I know Marloon's a huge Beehive fan. He loves Beyonce's albums. But when it comes to me...
I got nothing against Beyonce. I got nothing against Beyonce. It's not, I just don't listen to her like that.
I love me some Beyonce.
It's not like one of those like artists that I'm like, oh my gosh, she dropped, let me go listen. I'll listen to it, but it's not like...
I mean, it's hard for like a male to really have... Do you have any female artists that you do feel that way about? No, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
I love...
Oh, maybe. I do feel that way about SZA.
I love SZA.
I do feel that way about Snow Allegra.
I listen to Snow Allegra here and there. Who's another?
Rosalia is dope to me.
I fucking love Rosalia.
I guess I guess I do have female artists like that.
Hell yeah.
More than I recognize. But Beyonce just never...
Rihanna,
yeah.
Or my bad, Rihanna.
But she barely drops, so she might not even count at this point. She might not even drop this year. God bless. We'll see next week with that performance. But yeah, Beehive, congratulations. Beyonce's winning.
Yes.
There was a 50th year anniversary performance. It's the 50th year anniversary of the Hip Hop Awards. So shout out to hip hop. This podcast probably wouldn't even be here. This YouTube channel, nothing would be here. The studio without hip hop, to be honest, because the first reaction on the Compass Ambition channel was a hip hop album. Sun's Tirade, Isaiah's Rashad. So, and us getting together to even create the YouTube channel, we always listen to hip hop all the time together. So without hip hop, we wouldn't be here. So we're very grateful for hip hop. It's crazy how it's been 50 years. It's fairly new. I feel like 50 years is fairly new.
For the awards.
Well, no, 50 years since hip hop got created. It's a 50-year anniversary of hip hop.
Oh, wow.
So they did a 50-year anniversary hip hop performance. So they had like LL Cool J, I think, was the main person behind it, orchestrating it. So he had like Salt and Pepper from back in the day, Run DMC, Rev Run came out, Method Man came out for Wu-Tang, and then it leaped forward to like Lil Baby, Glorilla. But then that's what a lot of people didn't like, including myself. I feel like that performance lacked a lot of decades. But LL Cool J, before it started, he said it on the microphone. He was like, apologize in advance. Like, we couldn't get every decade. We couldn't get everyone. And I get you can't get everyone. But it was a big jump, bro. It went from like, what was it?
Also think about it. Probably time constraints and shit like that with the Grammy. I feel like that should be revisited and done fully by itself.
Or
show
someone,
proper
or
respect.
someone else should do it. Maybe the BET Awards is coming up. BET, especially because you're Black entertainment. Hopefully, the BET Hip Hop Awards does it properly, right? But that was good. I liked it. People were going crazy. I loved it. You see when Little Baby came out, all the white people going crazy. He did freestyle. He did shout out my baby, it's me. I'm in that bitch with you three.
Thank God.
Hard.
Because thank God it wasn't on that new shit.
And no, definitely not.
No.
They knew not to do that.
Especially them verses from Trippie Redd, but let's not get into that.
And then Glorilla came, and then Fuck Nigga Free, and then I was like, that's dope. I think it's a very impactful record, especially for all time hip hop. But I was shocked. I'm like, wow, that's big for her to be included into a 50-year hip hop anniversary. She's a part of hip hop history, but she just started rapping in April. That's so crazy. Her career is insane.
Bro, she's a good artist.
Damn, Glorilla. So, a lot of critiques on that. It is what it is. The intention was good, and I love LL Cool J. I respect LL Cool J, so I'm pretty sure he's going to respond to this. He's probably fixed this. He'll probably do another one with BT. We shall see. But it was dope to see the legends out there. They were going hard.
Yeah.
Aside from that performance, continuing with the recap, Bad Bunny was robbed.
100%. 100%.
I'll say it one more time. Is the camera on me? I got to look at the people.
The camera's on you.
Bad Bunny was robbed.
100%.
Live on camera.
100%. And y'all motherfuckers didn't do nothing about it.
No one did nothing.
Nothing.
At the Billboard Awards, Album of the Year, and the award goes to... not Beyonce? Not Bad Bunny? Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
I have not heard that album yet.
That's crazy.
I've heard some songs, but I usually react. I think we reacted to probably like 2 Harry Styles albums. I forgot about that release. I think I was busy that weekend. I didn't listen to the album. I don't think it was an album of the year.
No.
And his own fans were saying that. Harry Styles said...
The sales themselves say
The
it.
sales said it, but what did Harry Styles say? He was like, I'm going to look it up actually. We could watch it. Harry Styles had a reaction to this.
Look that shit up because that's some bullshit.
He said it, I think, on Twitter.
People were like, you got to give Harry Styles his blah, 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 this and that, and then suck a dick.
He was interviewed right after, because they interview people right away. It's like a post, red carpet type of thing.
That bunny got robbed. And
live on camera.
In front of thousands of people.
Millions more. Millions.
No, but in that building, there was thousands. Nobody did anything.
Listen.
That's like seeing someone get robbed in broad daylight and just walk past by it.
All right, here. Let me connect the Bluetooth. Every time I hear Bluetooth, I've been watching Hotel Transylvania 2 with Ocean, my son, and the guy's like, Bluetooth, like a Bluetooth. And a freaking big ass Bluetooth literally walks out. A Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah.
It's just hilarious. That movie's funny.
I want to ask, a lot of the narrative going into tonight was about maybe it was the night Beyonce was going to win Album of the Year. So I just want to ask you if you were expecting that as well.
Yeah, I think. I mean, you never know with this stuff. I think there's not. I don't think you can look at any of the nominees and not feel like they're deserving. I feel like when you look at when I look at this category, it's all people who've inspired me at different times. So it's not like, you would understand.
Even the sign language lady disappointed. Look at that shit.
Just going hard, though.
Yeah,
She probably gets paid good.
I'm really grateful that they chose us. I'm not, thank you.
I want to ask, a lot of the narrative
So,
Come on, guys. All of you motherfuckers saying, oh, this and that. Even he knows he didn't deserve that.
yeah, he's like, he doesn't sound confident. Even Harry Styles doesn't sound confident, like he deserved it, or he doesn't. He's like, it is what it is. You never know what these things. If I'm him, I would have been like, no,
So I can't take this.
this is not my award, man. I'm from One Direction. I know I'm from One Direction. This is not my award, man. This is to the poppy from Puerto Rico. This is Bob Bunny's award, man. Not me, Harry Styles. That's what he should have said. He should have said that just like that with his voice. And listen, respects to Harry Styles. I think he's one of the most impactful pop artists of all time. He comes from One Direction. probably the biggest pop, amongst the biggest pop bands of all time, and the most successful from that band, still making reigns, winning album of the year. And that's the thing. It's not his fault he won. He was nominated, so like anyone could win, right? But damn, the album of the year was not Harry Styles.
No.
That's we have to be honest.
No. Let's look at the numbers.
Like that must have been
let's just look at the numbers.
one vote that made that it had to be a close call.
Bro, I'm tired. People,
What the hell?
People behind these awards and shit like that, bro. I want to see the majority.
Because he won Latin album. He won a Grammy, El Mejor, Bad Bunny. He won a Grammy yesterday. But then at the Latin Grammys, he didn't win Album of the Year either. So people were like,
Who
oh,
won that one?
I don't even know. I don't even know how that works. Maybe is that multi-language too? I don't know what that category is. He won something there at the Latin Grammys. I don't know what it was. I think Rosalia won over him. Because Noel was hitting me up about it. He was like, he hates Rosalia. He was like, that bitch Rosalia.
Bro, I fucking love Rosalia.
But he just on some he wanted to support Bad Bunny, so he was coming at her.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Bad Bunny definitely had the album of the year. Like everyone knows it.
Yes.
And if not him, Beyonce. Now this is breaking news, and I was looking at this on the way here. I guess Jay-Z said, I'm gonna look it up. Because there's probably an article about it right now. He said that Beyonce deserved to win. Let's see right here. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Grammys. I like how Jay-Z, is out here talking. Because he's not wrong. Probably in the past hour had to be something. Not this popping up. Hold up. I'm going to have to search it where I saw it. It was Elliot Wilson. Shout out to Elliot Wilson. He follows us. So Elliot had an interview with Jay-Z and I think DJ Khaled. I want to say it was right after the Grammys. Because we're going to get to that soon. There was a classic performance. Okay, here we have it. So Hov discusses the Grammys. So this is parts of the interview from the 4-minute from Elliot Wilson. So there's a part where he talks about Beyonce. Beyonce with that 9. Where the heck is it, man? I'm going to have to just search Jay-Z Beyonce. It's not popping up, bro. But people know.
Took that shit down.
Maybe they revealed it. Maybe it was a misquote. And if it is, I obviously don't want to misquote him. What is going on? What's up on Twitter? Look at this. All these random shit on Twitter. But let's just say, I feel like it might randomly pop up. Nope. F it.
Anyways,
Bad Bunny deserved
Bad
the award.
Bunny was robbed.
That's all that matters.
Bad Bunny was robbed, and we're not saying this shit because we're Hispanics and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just, come on. Bad Bunny was robbed, and you fucking know it. Anyways, my boy, and everyone else knew it. That's why Taylor Swift was on his shit. Let's keep it a stack.
100%.
Taylor Swift was, know what I'm saying? There was a little interaction with SZA. Looked very spicy.
She was rubbing on Bad Bunny's thighs.
I was like, I want to see something there.
Him and Taylor Swift would be hard. That'll be a huge song. But it would have to be his lane and Taylor Swift going into it. But then Taylor Swift, I don't know how she's going to sound on some Spanish vibes. She might know Spanish. Who knows? You never know. These people be having talents behind the scenes. She was dancing hard.
Yeah.
She fucking ended racism with that dance. She was going she was acting like she didn't know how to dance. And she went like this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bitch, you dance like that at home. You know you love this Bad Bunny. You know you love you some Bad Bunny T Swift.
Bad Bunny.
Shake them hips, girl. It's okay. Ain't nobody judging you here. Be yourself. But aside from that situation of Bad Bunny being robbed, we have Quavo's tribute to Takeoff. Beautiful tribute. I got emotional watching it. The chain. He had the chain. I'm like, I'm like, oh, that's Takeoff's chain. That was crazy. I'm like, this is insane. This is amazing, beautiful. Some drama, though, allegedly has happened afterwards. We'll talk about that in a minute after the recap. Kendrick Lamar won Rap Album of the Year. In my opinion, Kendrick Lamar did not have Rap Album of the Year. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
But again,
he's Kendrick Lamar, so you think obviously the Grammys, he's a big name, he's probably gonna get that, right?
But it's like if you think about it, a lot of the people who started dissecting the fucking album were really saying that album, I don't know, man.
Listen, shout out to Kendrick. We've had people from his team, etc., reach out.
Horrible shoes he had on, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, those shoes, he had the shocks. I don't like those shocks. It was like a Martine Rose design.
This shit looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, those shocks were different.
So uncomfortable.
It's very eye peeling. I'll get you that. I'll tell you that much.
I love Kendrick though.
But that album, he said in his speech, he had an important quote that I posted on Twitter. It was all we ever wanted to be was the biggest underground artist ever. With this album, I finally have found imperfection. Something like that. So I'm like, that stood out to me. I'm like, what does he mean with this? Does he want to be like, quote unquote, not mainstream? Does he want to be, quote unquote, not loved? Like, he found imperfection with his album. Does he know it's not his best album? He more than likely does. He spoke about, prior to that statement in the same speech, about vulnerability, etc. Like thanking people, thanking his fans, thanking his family. You know, his daughter, you know, there was a clip of his wife, I think, or his baby mama, girlfriend, his partner, posting their daughter, their children, watching him, accepting his speech at home, and like they're like, "Daddy, Daddy." I'm like, that's so beautiful and dope. Beautiful moment, right? No one wants to take away from that. That's amazing. And him talking about that on, you know, on his album, we heard it. You know, it was the most vulnerable we ever heard him.
Yeah.
But musically, it was just not enjoyable for me, like not very overall, like impressive to me. I expected something else. And then maybe that's the imperfection he's talking about. He's saying it was imperfect. He was like, oh, this is the most, I found imperfection with this album. What does that mean? What are you saying, Kendrick? We need you in the fucking studio. What are you saying? Are you saying you know that this is not your best album? Are you accepting that fact? Are you almost saying you shouldn't even get this award because this is an imperfect album?
We need to ask his boy.
Are you shocked that you received this album award? Do you think that, how I think, and I think you might think too, that Pusha T had the best rap album award, rap album nomination there?
He was nominated?
Yeah, it was Pusha T, Future, I think Khaled, and I think Kendrick. I think Khaled.
Are they bugging, bro? See, this is how you know that this shit is full of bullshit, bro. Khaled.
It was, to me, by a
serious?
landslide, it was Pusha T. Pusha
fuck?
T had the best rap album.
100%.
To me, like overall body of work, straight
Khaled.
rap, production. Khaled! You know, God did the song, don't get me wrong, but overall the album, definitely not album of the year. Hell no.
No, I don't even know how it was nominated.
That would have been crazy if he won. He would have been up there crying like, what the? God did. Oh, we go crazy. I do want to see a Grammy award winning speech one day from Khaled. I think he won. I'm not sure if yesterday, but I know he won with the Nipsey. When Nipsey passed away, they did that song, Rest in Peace Nipsey Hussle. They won an award for that one.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, another robbery. Bad Bunny got robbed, and I think Pusha T got robbed. Pusha T deserved the rap album of the year. But it is Kendrick Lamar. It is the Grammys. He's bigger than Pusha T. And at the same time, his album was more popular than Pusha T's. And it was more listened to than Pusha T's. Had more videos. It had more everything than Pusha T's. Artistically, I love the Kendrick album. Artistically, the concept, the therapy, you know, it's amazing. I'm not saying it's a horrible album. I'm just saying it was not the rap album of the year to me. Mm-hmm. And people might feel however they feel about that. That's just my opinion. Chris Brown was mad that he didn't win R&B album of the year. And he came at the guy that did one on Instagram. He was adding him. He was saying, who the fuck is Robert Glasper? Robert Glasper won. And he was like, who the fuck is Robert Glasper? And he kept coming at him. Robert Glasper is like a older artist. He is respected. I've heard of him. It's not like, who the fuck is he? But people have felt that way because of the category. The nominees were Chris Brown, Lucky Day, Mary J. Blige, and P.J. Morton. The most listened to album, obviously, amongst them is the Chris Brown album. That's the only album that mattered last year of R&B when it comes to this category. But they gave it to Robert Glasper, right? And Chris Brown was heated. But then now we have Chris Brown posting a DM he sent Robert Glasper. He said, "Congratulations, my brother. I would like to apologize if you took offense to my reaction at the Grammys. You were not the intended target. I know it came off rude, really mean. After doing my research, I really think you're amazing. The organization isn't doing us blacks our due diligence. You and I should never be in the same category. Two totally different vibes and genres. So from one black man to another, congratulations. Hope you are able to feed your family for life. God bless, my G." And I like that response, but at the same time, it kind of comes off a bit weird.
Yeah, that comes. I hope you can feed your family. Like,
That line is weird. Cause
it's like he's still hurt.
yeah, like what are you saying? Like, Chris, Robert Glasper has a big following. He can feed his family. You don't gotta worry about him. He might not be able to feed them escargot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, you can feed your family, but he can feed his family.
The same category. This, and
Yeah,
that.
the same category is like maybe because his more is like more classical R&B, but no. If they consider it R&B and he accepted the nomination, first of all, you have to submit in order to be nominated. So Robert Glasper and his team obviously submitted the album to be nominated, so it got nominated, and that's why it won. Case closed. Chris Brown got mad, and I love Chris Brown, but sometimes it's better to be quiet than to be loud.
Yeah.
Because when you're loud, sometimes you could be loud and wrong, and it gets misinterpreted. And he's coming off as a hurt legend, and he's been doing that recently, where he's very loud and gets upset about sales, gets upset about something. It's like, bro, you just got to be confident in your work. Forget about everything else. You got nominated for the Grammy. You didn't win it, but you got nominated. Okay, move on. You don't need to win a Grammy. I don't even think he was at the Grammys. So even if you won, you weren't even going to be there to accept the award.
For real.
So it's like, come on, bro. But that's my take on Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown. Chris Brown is my favorite, R&B artist. Probably all time. When it's all said and done, he's the GOAT. Now, moving on to some controversy. About to get spicy, and we might get killed. Hopefully not. I don't want to get killed, but that's how I feel a lot of people feel when it comes to this situation. Jay Prince has gone on $1 million worth of game, the Gillian Wallow podcast. Gillian Wallow, two of my favorite people, hilarious. Their energy is amazing. Wallow, in my opinion, deserves a Nobel Peace Prize because this man is out here impacting black young men, people that are incarcerated or were incarcerated, or helping people prevent themselves from being incarcerated potentially. He's life-changing. I love Wallow. But they're receiving huge criticism for interviewing Jay Prince. And in my opinion, I kind of agree with the criticism, where I get the fact that, okay, they reached out to them. They probably wanted a platform. And if you watch the full interview, which I did last night, it's 50 minutes long, they said it in the interview. They were like, we were reluctant to do this. We were questioning whether we should interview you or not. But they, and the Jay Prince family is what I mean by they, felt like they had some things to get off their chest. And this was the platform they chose to do it at, right? Now, the issue is here. This shit should not matter. A man has lost his life. Rest in peace to Takeoff. At the end of the day, in my opinion, that is all that matters. The fact that this man died, and whoever did it has to be put behind bars. If it was Jay Prince's people, like how allegedly people really think it was, or conspiracy theorists, then they have to be behind bars. If it's not, if it's who Jay Prince, etc., and they believe it is, then they have to be behind bars. To me, it doesn't matter. I'm not a street guy. I'm not here repping Rhode Island. Rhode Island versus mob ties. I have nothing against Jay Prince. I don't want to die. I just have an opinion. I don't want to die. Because that's the thing with this Jay Prince situation. And people on Twitter are coming at him because it's like, yo, enough is enough. We feel like, yo, we're not scared no more. Like, that's how Twitter feels. Like, we're not scared no more. Like, what is going on? Like, if you look at the interview, Jay Prince comes off awkward a lot. It comes off like he is trying to say some things almost for clout, or almost just like to like help his image. It's like, bro, why are we doing this right now? Like, Takeoff is dead. Like, we haven't even gotten a Quavo interview. We haven't even gotten a family speaking interview from the Migos' side And now we have the alleged, that people still think is allegedly, the people responsible for this man's death being interviewed and being platformed. And they have like their team hats, the mob ties hats. It comes off weird. And then they asked him, like, what does mob ties mean? And then he's like, money, like it had they had a whole definition for it, like making, like it sounded good, like, and then even ties had meant something like like entrepreneur was E, like it had a whole like, and then
Which is an acronym.
Yeah, like an acronym. And then Wallow was like me, like, I didn't even know that. Like, no one knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I posted, I'm like, no one ever knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Because did you guys just make that shit up? Like, what are we doing here? Like, we know that's not what it means.
Mm-hmm.
We know what it means. Mob ties is mob ties. You think Drake is rapping mob ties? Like, why do you think Drake is saying that? Because he's connected to you guys.
Bitch, I did it for the mob ties.
Bitch, I did it for the mob ties. And it's like, I get it. It was like one of my boys said, he hit me up on Instagram. He's like, yo, ever since, Young Thug got arrested, now no rapper wants to be a street guy. Everyone's afraid of the Rico. It is true. Mm-hmm. Now nobody's really gangster. Now everyone's just a rapper and a businessman. Mm-hmm. But then a couple years ago, everyone was a gangster. Mm-hmm. I'm not a rapper. I'm a gangster. I don't really, really rap. I kill niggas. Now you don't, because now you don't want to suffer the consequences of your words and your words and this imagery you're trying to sell to people, because you know it's bullshit. Like NBA Youngboy saying, it's bullshit. You're affecting people negatively. It's bullshit. We don't want to do this. So Jay Prince is in a position where he can be powerful and impactful and actually change the narrative. But instead, and we're going to watch the clip right now, he does this. He literally threatens Takeoff. Mm-hmm. Like, why are you threatening this man on camera? And if you watch the Gillian Wallow interview, there's parts where, like, oh, you can tell, like, they edited it here. Like, those weird jumps, like when we edit in here, like you know. But then at the end, this part plays, and I'm like, why the fuck didn't they edit this shit? You niggas edited a couple parts in this interview. Mm-hmm. You should have edited that shit out. Right. But probably because Jay Prince was like, leave that shit in there, boy. With his finger pointing, leave that shit in there, man. Because that's my thing. I'm scared to death of this man. I don't want no problems with him. So if I'm them, and if he literally was like that, leave that in there, I get it. But I want to hear them say that. And now that's what people are going to expect. Gillian Wallow, we want explanations. What is going on? Like, were you guys potentially pressed? Can you not say? What's going on? Because for you to have that, how are you going to have this man? That's so incriminating. That's so incriminating. We're going to play the clip right now. You're going to see how crazy it actually is. And then we have Offset's response, which I'm really proud of him responding, because I don't like when that shit goes unsaid. Like, that's such a wild thing.
Mm-hmm. He's Offset, dude. I ain't going to leave him out. I'm just real like this, because, niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, and the truth of the matter is, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit. And when reality, the truth of the matter is, nigga, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive.
I don't know who he is to say that.
For you to be taking these positions that you taking, you know what I mean? And I got people everywhere, so I hear all kinds of things. I'm going to just say this to you. Don't never put me in no position where, I have to defend myself.
Bro, why are you, what are you saying? Don't put me in no position. I'm going to just say this to you.
Cut out right there. He's like, don't have
me
put
some
me
more
in no
stuff.
position.
And then
I got to defend myself, because I ain't going to end up nice for you.
And then,
hey, first off,
Takeoff.
Y'all niggas speaking on my
I mean,
real
God bless,
brother. I don't know
Offset.
what y'all niggas got, what the fuck y'all niggas got going on. Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. How dare one of y'all niggas even speak on me and Tate relationship, nigga? I don't know you niggas from a can of paint, nigga. Y'all niggas don't know how me and my brother rock, nigga. You trying to clear your face, nigga. This your 5th interview, nigga. You done did about my brother, nigga. You ain't think about his mama. You ain't think about the family, nigga. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing but you niggas. You niggas, man, who y'all niggas think y'all nigga is? John got it, nigga? Ain't nobody going for none of that, bro. I ain't studying none of that shit y'all nigga talking about either. And if you heard something from me, I'ma tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all nigga going off of he say, she say. Then y'all nigga supposed to be this is who y'all supposed to be. And y'all nigga on interviews and it out on the interview. Talking about, I said that. Nigga, call my phone, homie. You call my phone, we'll have a conversation. They gonna talk about all that internet games. I don't. Hey, first off.
Real talk.
Post and delete by Offset. Real talk. This is too personal. Like, what are you doing? They haven't said nothing and you're talking for them? Like, what? And then, where is this narrative? I haven't heard this narrative. No one's heard this narrative until Jay Prince introduced this narrative of, like, Offset having something against them or saying something about Jay Prince. Offset hasn't said nothing. Offset's been with his family. He's been with Cardi B at every event that Cardi B's at. He's been chilling. He's been grieving, posting posts sad.
And we only knew about how he was dealing with shit because of Cardi. Like, he won't eat. He does this.
Yeah,
and
then you hear his voice here. His voice is like breaking. Like, you don't know about my brother. Like, you think that this man has time for drama? His freaking bro, he's dead. Takeoff is dead. The Migos are no longer the Migos. They never will be amigos. And we're worrying about people's street credibilities or street. Like, this is so weird and it's going too far. Something needs to change. Someone needs to step in. And there's rumors now. TMZ broke the rumors that this same night, unfortunately, there was a fight between Takeoff and Quavo. So when Quavo went to go do the tribute at the Grammys, he was backstage and Takeoff supposedly, they're saying, TMZ's reporting, wanted to join.
Offset.
Offset, my bad. Rest in peace, Takeoff, my apologies. Offset wanted to join the tribute for Takeoff. And then Quavo told him no. Like, no, this is my song, etc., whatever the case may be. And then there was an argument, alleged fight, right?
That's weird, though. Why would he tell him no?
But then Offset tweeted, y'all think I would have a fight about with my brother or something, blah, blah, y'all crazy, blah, blah, blah. Shaking my head. So denying it. But then now there's another report coming out saying that allegedly there's a video that E or ET or one of those news organizations has a video of Cardi B literally yelling at Quavo and Offset, telling them, no, like, what do you guys do? What are you doing? You should have talked beforehand. Like, you guys are not cool yet. Blah, 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 blah. Stop this shit, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, trying to stop this. There's a video, supposedly. I mean, this video hasn't come out yet. It might come out literally when we drop this. Who knows? But that's what they're saying. And it's just messy. And it's very sad. Yeah. And then you got Jay Prince doing this interview, and it's painting a narrative, in my opinion, looking at it from all angles. It's painting a narrative of, like, Quavo is on Jay Prince's side, Mob Tie's side, and Offset is on his own island. You know, that's what it's looking like. And we don't want it to look like that because I doubt that's a situation, and that's too messy for it to be the situation, because why would that be the case? Because Offset thinks that Jay Prince and them are at fault for, you know, Takeoff's death. Like, this is such unnecessary gossip, unnecessary mischief, unnecessary banter. Like, let's be grown men about this and stop the gossiping. And I'm shocked that Jay Prince is doing this. Like, what is going on? Like, and Gillian Wallace should have never really interviewed him. Overall, because there's no way around it, because they edited parts, like I told you, but then if Jay Prince is going to be how he is, bro, he probably told him, keep that in there. I'm telling you.
My thing is, like, why is he feeling, you know, like threatened? You know what I'm saying? Like,
aren't you Jay Prince? What is Offset going to do to you? That's so weird. What are you talking? Don't put me in a position where I got to defend myself.
It ain't going to be nice. It ain't going to be nice for you. I don't get that shit, bro.
So now you want to kill Offset?
You want
to kill all the Migos?
Keep these real gangsters off of interviews and shit like that, man, because
this is nasty.
This is
nasty.
Distasteful.
Because you're already allegedly being accused of potentially being involved in the Takeoff death, and now you're saying, like, it's not gonna end well for you, Offset. What are you gonna kill Offset? What are you gonna kill the whole Migos? What is wrong with you? Like, why is this on camera? Why is this content? Like, this is not okay. This is not okay. And respect to everybody involved. I thought there was higher ground. I thought the mob ties, all of them, you know, I didn't think they moved like this. We shouldn't be on camera talking about this. You don't gotta clear your name. If you really about it, you guys really, I really genuinely think you are about it. Like you guys are solid in the streets. God bless you. Don't get on camera. We don't need you on camera.
They should have left that shit out, bro.
You don't need camera to make money. You make money other ways. You don't need that. Don't do that. We don't need you. Unless you're gonna say some positive, you know, God bless, you know, not to send threats.
It's like how they were saying on the radio today in the morning. They were talking about it on the radio, and they were like, oh, you know, Jay Prince wasn't there, but his son was, and you know, Quavo and Takeoff went over there, so they were there like on their watch. You know, this and that, so like y'all should be held responsible. That's what they were saying, right?
Because that's how it would go down in any other situation.
Right. So it's like in a situation like this, like bro, like you be like, yo, like be more like, you know, more apologetic type of shit. Like, yo, I'm sorry this happened. They
don't want to take no responsibility.
We gonna see what really happened. We, you know, this and that. But I'm telling you, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy because it's like whoever did it, depending on what party they're coming from, if they're close, it's like, yeah, it's fucked up you did it. But it's like, oh, it was an accident. I don't want to fuck you over too. But like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. I don't.
And if you watch the full interview, I'll give it to Gideon Waller. They asked real deal questions. They asked straight up like, what is mob ties? Like they asked a lot of straight up, good ass questions. But even in the way of answering it, like even just the ending, for you to end the whole interview with the threat to Offset, it's like it pushes everything else out the window. It could have been an amazing interview, but to end the interview with the threat to Offset after Takeoff is already dead is just like, what is this shit? Wallow. You should have said, nah, Jay Prince. What? You should have been like, nah, bro, brother, I respect you, but are you sure you want to send that message out there though?
Yeah.
But he probably was scared. Like this guy's a real deal. I don't know. This is out of my tax bracket. Is out of my lane. I might not be certified enough to talk about this, so let's move on. I don't know. I really do respect those guys, though. They've done a great business, both ends, you know, great podcast. And Jay Prince, you know, with Drake, all the careers he's helped, a lot of careers. But this right here is very sad. We lost a legend. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Man. Moving on, Kyrie Irving has been traded officially to the Mavericks to join Luka Doncic. Now, this is a controversy because he requested randomly to be traded. For those who don't know, the trade deadline for the NBA stops on the 9th. I think that's in 3 days, 3 days, this week. So after the 9th, they can't do trades. It had to be like a crazy, like they had to talk to the league to make it happen. So Kyrie, if he wanted to do a trade, it would have to be throughout these times, right? No one expected him to do one. Everything seemed good. He requested a trade from the Nets randomly, out of nowhere. Breaking news. People are like, what the heck? Trade to the Nets? Trade from the Nets? Why do you want to be traded? I thought everything was going good. You guys were playing good, getting better. What's going on? Now, everyone was like, is it going to be on the Lakers? You got LeBron tweeting tweets. He was like, with like emojis, like eyes. Like, people were like, oh, what does that mean? LeBron, they might go to the Lakers. You know, Lakers need someone like Kyrie. Maybe trade Kyrie for Russell Westbrook. Then, boom, breaking news. The Dallas Mavericks. That's where he's at. That's a good position because of Luka Doncic. Luka is like one of the best players in the league. Him and Kyrie would probably be good. But then people are saying like he genuinely probably didn't want to be on the Mavericks. He wanted to leave the Brooklyn Nets, but then the Brooklyn Nets owner, remember the controversy that we spoke about in here with the vaccine situation, etc. The owner has this sort of like not good relationship with Kyrie, they're saying. So the owner might have potentially just sent his ass to the Dallas Mavericks on some like, I'm not going to please you. Okay, you want to leave? You can leave. But we're going to send you over here. We're not going to send you over there to L.A. and, be with your buddy LeBron. We're going to send you here. That's what they're saying. First game, I think, is going to be tomorrow. We shall see how this is going to go. We shall see. I really want him on the Lakers. I was dying for him to be on the Lakers. But it is what it is, man. The business of sports, and it sucks because Kyrie only played, I think, 40% of his games on the Brooklyn Nets. He hasn't even played that much. We want to see him play. That's another thing. We just want to see him play. There always seems to be something surrounding him, but who knows? You know, maybe we just don't know him. Like, you know, shout out to David Duke Jr., David Duke, our brother. When we had him in here, he was like, you know, he's a special man. You know, I know him. You know, he sees him. He knows him personally. He played with him in the Nets now no more because he left the Nets, but I feel just a bit annoyed. It is what it is. I want Kyrie to just play in a good team. Because if the thing is, it goes to the Mavericks, but they're not going to win a championship. Like, it's not going to be like, I don't think so. That would be a miracle, but we shall see. That was the breaking news with the situation with Kyrie. LeBron was tweeting the tweets that he did, and now we have LeBron's reaction as well. He had a reaction today, a couple hours ago, literally to the situation. After tweeting his tweets, for those who didn't see the tweets, we'll play them, we'll post them real quick right here. And then we'll also watch the clip of him reacting to the situation. So his tweets are right here. It was this emoji, the eyes emojis with the crown. What's going on? All right. Then we have this random one yesterday. Maybe it's me. Almost like, damn, maybe it's me. Why didn't Kyrie come over here? Maybe he doesn't like me. Like, maybe it's me. Has to be that. Because it can't be maybe it's me pertaining to anything else. So this tweet, look at this, 100 million views. People are looking at this. 100 million people look at this tweet because they're like, what is this? What are you saying? Okay, maybe there's something behind the scenes. Because one would think you called Kyrie, maybe. Like, what's going on? Now we have his official reaction on camera. Talked to, I think Jason Wilbon had the interview on ESPN. I watched this earlier.
definitely.
Raw reaction, LeBron to Kyrie.
Well, definitely disappointed. I can't sit here and say I'm not disappointed on not being able to land such a talent, but someone that I had great chemistry with and know I got great chemistry with on the floor that can help you win, championships. In my mind, in my eyes.
Ah, yeah. That's why we wanted him on the Lakers, because you would have won this year,
Can a player decide where he goes to?
No. You can, have more interest towards a place, but I think you can't. You have to be maybe, on some LeBron shit where, you have multiple offers open and, you can pick. But I think a Kyrie situation was just,
So why are they acting like he had a choice then?
Because the Lakers, what they're saying is the Lakers had a choice to
Buy him?
have a better offer for him.
Okay.
Have actual good interest offer, and not just for him, but for his team. Because Kyrie requested the trade, but it's up to the owner to okay, we're gonna make this like that because it's a trade. So
when they request that, what the owner of the team is like, okay, guys, I have this player that wants the thing, and he just shoots an offer to everyone.
Yeah, because that's a good question. Because the way it works is like this. For example, when LeBron did that famous video, now I decide to take my talents to the Miami Heat. That was because he was a free agent. He wasn't really trading. He was a free agent. You can, have offers. You can go wherever. What the trade is, by definition, a trade. So you're doing something. So, okay, Kyrie, I don't want to be here. Trade me. Okay, you want to be traded? We'll trade you. But what are we getting? I'm the owner of the team. A trade means I give you Kyrie. What am I getting? So the Nets didn't like whatever the Lakers offered. So the owner was like, no, you can't go there. They got whatever they got from the Mavericks.
Yes, they haven't said who they got.
And they got, he used to be on the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie. My bad, I forgot how to pronounce his name. But Spencer Dinwiddie, he's a guard. He's actually pretty good. He's not obviously Kyrie, but he's pretty good. And he's pretty good. He's always been in talks. He was in the Nets a year ago, 2 years ago, but he was in the Dallas now. And they also got picks, draft picks, 27 draft picks or something like that for in the future for whenever they want to get a rookie. So they have weird things like that. They throw into the trades old or future draft picks. I've seen people throw in 2035 the draft pick 5, 10 years, 15 years from now. It's okay, but they try to make it work. Because I don't think they can throw money in there. You could throw players, draft picks. I think that's it. So, at the end of the day, a lot of people are even questioning the trade. It's not even that good of a trade. It's an okay trade. If Kyrie works out with the Dallas, it's a good trade because Dallas is going to get Kyrie, but good chemistry with Luka, you could get you could get a championship maybe, but that has to be good chemistry. But if Kyrie is there because the Nets said you're going to be there and he doesn't want to be there,
can he request another trade?
He can do it again. So this might just be that type of situation, a trade for trade. But LeBron said it here. He wanted him. But then LeBron says this.
But my focus has shifted now. My focus has shifted back to where it should be, and that's this club now, and what we have in the locker room.
That's a quick pivot, LeBron.
It's a quick pivot.
Quick pivot.
It don't take me long. It don't take me long. I don't get too excited about the possibilities of things that can be. I kind of envision myself on what it can, but I don't invest it all the way until I know it's happening. And when it does not happen, I'm back locked in on the job at hand. So, we had an opportunity. I think our names was out there. The Lakers' name was out there. We had an opportunity. Didn't happen. We move on, and we.
Listen, they tried, and did not succeed. And now we have LeBron saying what he's saying, reacting to that. But yeah.
They must have offered a water boy some shit because.
And if you guys know more about trades, feel free to comment down below. If you know more about trades, this is not ESPN. Feel free to share your opinion. All I know is that shit sucks. Also,
sorry.
Speaking of the GOAT, LeBron James, tomorrow, which might be today, if you're listening to today, the day the podcast drops, can pass the all-time scoring record. He can be the number one scorer in the history of the NBA if he scores 36 points tomorrow against the... Who's he facing? The Thunder? I think it's the Thunder. OKC. So, LeBron James. So this is crazy. So it's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar set the record. Let's look at it right here for statistical purposes, for those who don't know. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar set the record for the most points ever scored in the NBA at 38,387. He set this record in 1989. LeBron James is 36 points away from passing this record. That is insane. Becoming the all-time scorer at such an old age in his career, LeBron James, still dropping 40-point games, 50-point games. It's legendary history.
How old is he?
Great question again, right? Because we always say LeBron James is old. I want to say he's 37. Because that's what Wilbon was saying today. 38. LeBron James being 38 years old, LeBron James doing this. And people are expecting him to get to 36 points to the point that the ticket prices for this game have jumped. They've been at $400 and now they're going for, the bleacher seats are going for $2,000.
Oh, fuck.
And the close seats right behind the actual basket are going for up to $69,000
Oh my God.
to see LeBron James pass the NBA all-time scoring record.
They're going to be let down if he doesn't.
They're going to be let down if he doesn't. Will he do it? I predict that he will do it. I think, OKC, they're going to let him score. If I'm OKC, I'll let him score more because it's such a historic moment. Like, especially if they're losing.
This game don't matter?
It's a regular season game. It's not like a big like.
It's like a scrimmage type of thing.
Yeah, it's not like a defining game, a monumental. It's not a rivalry. It's nothing special. It's a late game, so it's like at 10 p.m. But it's in LA. They definitely have a home advantage. The Lakers. We shall see. I think LeBron James is gonna pass this record. I will never pay $69,000 though, ever.
I won't pay $400.
I won't. Yeah, $400 is even questionable. I would pay if it's like this game. To see him there,
$50.
But it's not even going for that now. It's going for like 2,000. So we shall see if he passes his record. And if LeBron James passes his record, I guarantee that LeBron James is going to keep going. He might hit 40,000 points because his career is not over yet. And LeBron James is going to set a record that no one ever will break in the history of the NBA. Because think about it. If Kareem set this in 89 and LeBron James is catching up to this in 2023, what makes you think that they're going to catch up to LeBron James if they haven't even caught up to Kareem and it's been, what? How many years ago has that been now? 50 years later? Come on, bro.
Is that 23 and 89?
Yeah. What's the difference? 40 something?
34 years.
34 years. Almost the age of LeBron. That's insane. That's insane. Almost LeBron James's years. He could have been scoring points as a little kid, and he still would have been able to catch up. That's crazy. So there we have it. I think he's going to break that record. That's some historic shit right there happening. You're going to see everyone talk about it in sports history. Speaking of sports, also, Ja Morant, basketball player, real quick, we'll talk about this. His friends have allegedly been causing issues at the games. Ja Morant, for those who don't know, he's the Memphis Grizzlies guard, one of the best players in the league, one of my favorite players in the league, but he's a young athlete. So what's going on with Ja Morant is people have been questioning the way he acts, the way he is, because if you see on social media, he'll post up with his boys in the crib on some shit that we know, like our friends and shit that we know out here and shit, but they're not Ja Morant. They're not worth $200 million. They're not a big NBA player. So he be posted up in his crib with his boys rapping, smoking weed, like they be smoking weed and they be chilling, rapping, like a bunch of like up and coming like young rapper vibes. And it's like, okay, to each their own, do your thing, bro. But a lot of people always be like, yo, Ja Morant be moving like he's not who he is. Like he be moving still like he's like a young.
But that's the thing.
Know what I'm saying?
Why do people expect him to be different because of the fact that you got to change your whole fucking, you know what I'm saying?
But then what people do is they bring up the fact that Ja Morant wasn't really raised in the hood. Like they pull up old photos, like he was raised in a nice house. He wasn't really like the street kid. And then people have been saying that. And some credible people have been saying that. Like even today, Shannon Sharpe was saying that. Shannon Sharpe came at him though. I would love that. I was dying. I was like, yo, Shannon Sharpe is going in. Shannon Sharpe was like, you not like that, bruh. You not like that. You worth $200 million. You got to stop it. Because what happened was the story was that at one of the games, and his friend is now banned for life or banned for the year from going to any Memphis game, supposedly. Because at one of the games, his friend supposedly pointed a red laser at the opponent's coach or someone on the other team, like someone, and they filed a complaint like, yo, I got a red laser pointed at me from one.
That's some child's play.
One of Ja Morant's friends, right? And no one knows if it was a gun, no one knows if it really happened, and no one knows if it was just one of those red lasers that we get from the flea market.
Just one of those.
You know? So people were like, what the this is weird. So now it's like Ja Morant has a big sneaker deal with Nike. His sneaker, I think, is dropping. I don't know if it's dropped yet. Like a big sneaker. He's a big athlete, one of the biggest athletes in the world. You want to maybe check your friends. You want to maybe control your environment. But then he is posting, tweeting about it, saying that it was a false article. He's like, my brother's banned for the games now, LOL. Like, very, like, not professional the way he's tweeting about it.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
He's like, seems like a frustrated kid. It's like, I get it.
How old is he?
I want to say 23. How old is Ja Morant?
So he's a youngin', bro.
He might be younger than us, actually. Yeah, 23.
He's a youngin'.
23.
I know we're not that much older than him, but like still, like maybe like you said, if he was brought up in them conditions and shit like that, but that was never really him, and now he has the freedom to do what, you know what I'm saying?
I think, did he delete that tweet? Oh no, he still has it here. Yeah, he said, did an investigation, seen that we're capping, still let an article come out to paint this negative image on me and my fam, and ban my brother from home games for a year. Unbelievable. That's what was his response. So
It is what it is.
It is what it is, but I definitely do agree with Shannon Sharpe, where it's like, you definitely should move differently because we don't want this affecting. Let's say if Nike looks into this and they're like, what's going on with your friends? Like, and then they actually see some shit really happen and multiple times, multiple complaints, they're going to, you think that they, come on, especially now, they did the thing with Kyrie. Nike's not going to play any games. They're suing Bape. They don't got time to play games. You don't want to play games with Nike.
Yeah, I saw an article that said that they sued Lululemon too.
Yeah, I saw that too because of a sneaker. It looked like their Nike shit. I'm like, wow, Lululemon has sneakers that look like Nike. I didn't even know that.
No, Lululemon made sneakers.
I thought Lululemon just made clothes for girls and like fly shit.
Overpriced fucking
overpriced Walmart
leggings
shit.
And shit that you can get for a cheaper price from the same supplier. Anyways, let's not get into that.
So yeah, Ja Morant, God bless Ja Morant. We want him to win. We want him to be great, positive young athlete, one of the best of all time already, in my opinion. But we don't know. We want more clarification. I feel like if he does an interview talking about it more, or getting like an OG conversation, maybe with Shannon Sharpe there, we will get better clarification on that situation. Now moving on to the earthquake that hit Syria and Turkey.
Prayers.
Reportedly, almost 3,000 people dead. The numbers keep going up higher and higher. Rest in peace to those who have passed away. Very unfortunate situation. And we got to be grateful for the fact that we are here and they, are going through or they're growing through. Like, is insane. Like, that could happen at any moment to anyone because it's the earthquake. is nature, God. You can't control that shit. That's you can't control earthquakes.
You saw that video I sent? That shit looked like a
shaking?
movie, bro. There's like thunder and
I
it's
saw
just
some
fucking,
while I was at the barber. They were playing it, but I didn't look at any online yet because I was hearing that it was like
it's
crazy.
crazy, bro. It's pitch black, thunder. You see the lights going out, shit shaking, straight up movie shit, bro.
They said it's a 7.8 magnitude earthquake. Early Monday it hit. Hundreds of buildings have collapsed, killing thousands of people. People still trapped. But I heard there was also maybe multiple earthquakes that came. It wasn't just that one.
It was
Like,
so
it was like
big that
aftershock.
they felt it in Syria. They felt it in Lebanon. I forgot where else they said that they felt it. And man, prayers to all the families and stuff.
Yeah, man. They said 18,000 people were killed in a similarly powerful earthquake that hit the northwest of Turkey in 1999. And unfortunately,
18,000.
that's a lot of people, bro. That's a whole, what? That's
My
a couple
God.
towns worth of people.
Yo,
Rest in peace to those who have fallen. Hug your loved ones.
God bless, man.
God bless. And yeah, what else is there to talk about? Oh, Trippie Redd. Okay, Trippie Redd said that hackers have blackmailed him for $1 million, or was it $100,000? I want to say $1 million. Yes.
Oh, you sent it to me. I know.
Yeah, it was $1 million. Here's the clip real quick. For those who don't know the situation between Trippie Redd and the hackers, he is one of the hackers' favorites artists. You know, they love hacking Trippie Redd, but this time around, it was so serious that he was literally blackmailed by one of the hackers. For those who don't know, Mansion Music has dropped his latest album, which we reacted to. 50,000 views. Go support that reaction. Me and Marlon reacted to that one. And that album leaked, and parts of it, especially, I don't think all of it leaked, but then it was because of these hackers, supposedly. And that was a reason why Trippie Redd rushed this project. And this is the explanation right here. And that's why a lot of songs were like, this is not mixed well. It doesn't sound well. Like, it's like distorted. That's why.
Like, I don't understand.
Here we have Zane Lowe, dick riding. God bless Dick. God bless Zane Lowe. But Zane Lowe, in my opinion, sometimes, man, I don't know if he's authentic. I want to meet him to know if this is really him sometimes. Because it's like, here he's saying to Trippie, he's like, talking about people, like, their opinion, and he's like, no, but I like the album like that. Like, people were like, it sounded distorted.
Imagine,
bro, it did sound distorted.
We link up with him and I love what you guys do. This and that, but you a dick writer, bro. You don't even know who the fuck
you know we are,
bro.
Zane
You don't
Lowe.
even know who the fuck we are.
And I
bro.
respect him because I know he has a big resume. That's why he has this job. But man, I'm being honest. It's like sometimes, like, look at this.
Understand why it sounds like that.
Well,
And
they
I'm
gotta
like,
understand too. Like, I ain't really speak on it, but I'm gonna speak on it. Like,
all right, go.
I was held for ransom with my project. They wanted me to pay them $1 million because they had all my records, every single last one, all the features.
Who?
Some hackers.
Wow.
They had all my songs, so I had to rush the project out. And then on top of that, the Travis song, I had it, but I didn't have the session. So that's what Travis sent to me. I didn't mix it. My engineer didn't mix it. That's what Travis sent to me.
And you just had to run with
And
it.
I had to run with it because if I didn't, the whole project was going to release.
Wow.
And it would have been a big thing. And this has been a big thing. Like, they have been hacking and leaking like crazy. Like, at least my last 2-3 albums, I don't know how they do it. Like,
I know how they do it, bro. You got to get a better team, man. Maybe your engineer, switch them up. Something's going on because you need to change that. That's a mess. That's not helping. And that happened to Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty's album, the whole album that just came out, leaked a month ago. And then last year, Walk to Poland leaked.
Yeah, but nobody, that one didn't matter. That one didn't matter.
The Walk to Poland leaked.
Leak the rest of his music.
Leak all the Yachty music. But they leaked the Walk to Poland. And then Yachty was like, damn, this shit's blowing up on TikTok. Now I got to drop it. I didn't even want this song to drop. He was like, this song was a joke. Like, I didn't even want to release this song. But it blew up. And in the album, it was like Sonic Ranch leak, a whole album. Boom. Now he had to change the title of the album and everything. He had to kind of rush it as well, he's saying. But he had that album sitting for a while. That's why it was leaked, because it was just sitting on a hard drive.
It happens, man. Just look at how many, bro, the amount of Juice WRLD songs that are out there, bro. Like, bro, fully just leaked it. Like, how is this even, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you don't really see that with certain artists. Like, you don't see, like,
you don't see it with certain artists.
You don't see no Jay-Z leaks. You don't see no, you see Drake leaks. But I feel like the Drake leaks are here and there,
It's
and the
very
Drake leaks
rare.
are controlled. I
Yeah.
have a theory that Drake leaks his own shit.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He leaks his own shit.
Wouldn't doubt it.
He leaks his own shit. And you never see like leaks like this, professional full zip files of album worth of music from a Drake. You see it from a Trippie, you see it from a Yachty, you see it from a Juice WRLD, like you said. We've seen it from Juice WRLD a lot, actually. He's like one of the main ones. He's one of the main ones.
A lot.
But certain other artists, you don't see that.
And
You
all
don't
the
see
shits
Tyler
getting
Creator
leaked
leaks.
Are fucking bangers.
So
bro.
they gotta change that shit because that's very unprofessional. And then you reap the benefit of nothing. You know, you only reap the benefit when it's like goes viral randomly, like Yachty's song.
Thank God it was mentioned music though, you know, for Trippie, because if it would have been like I love and there's been a couple songs that have been popping up.
Yeah, a lot of the songs are growers, and they're going bigger on
There's
TikTok.
a lot of songs that have been popping up that they're saying is from a love letter to you, and it's old sound, and people are fucking horny off of his shit, like, you know.
So that's the thing, man. And then you can't even like push this album too much because now like it's like. That's why I feel like he was rushing the music videos. I'm like, something's going on. It felt weird. Like the timing of the album release, I'm like, okay, Trippie album, we like him, so that's dope. But it's like, why now? Top of the year?
Yeah, because there was no talk about it.
There was no talk about it. He had no single from it.
The only thing he mentioned was a love letter to you.
And there's no single.
And then this shit came.
We were reacting to songs in here. What was the songs we reacted to? We were reacting to Trippie Redd songs. Remember he dropped like a 2-pack?
Oh yeah.
Those weren't on this album.
No.
That's like a whole other vibe. We were like singing and like, okay.
Yeah.
So he was gearing up, rolling out a whole other type of vibe. Then Mansion Music came out of nowhere. People were like, oh, this is dope. A bunch of features. Fuck it. Let's support this. Like, you know. But then people were trashing it. So it's like, it is what it is, man. You gotta, you don't benefit from it when you gotta rush the release. You don't mix and master the music. So we gotta prevent this from happening, especially Trippie. I would say get your engineer in check, figure out what's going on, maybe get in contact with the hackers, especially now that the album's out. Maybe get in contact with them. Try to connect with them. They probably are fans of yours. Meet with them in person. They probably want to meet with you in person. They're fans and shit. You know? I don't know. But if you try to, like, don't do no dumb shit either. Don't try to beat them up. You get sued.
When Uzi got that guy. So remember that video that went viral? That leaker? Some nerdy. He's like, bitch ass leaking my shit. This and that. So I should slap the shit out. Bro, I still remember that video.
But that's so crazy to me how that happens. It has to be people that have connections to these studios, these sessions. Because they can't be hacking their passwords. Because if they're hacking their passwords, maybe they have not just access to music, maybe they have access to photos, other stuff.
Yeah.
And they just decide to leak music.
Which sucks. Because it's like you would want to be like, oh, you know what? Why don't you just keep shit all in one place? Hard drive, this and that. But it's obviously going to make it harder.
Yeah.
Because you can't send shit over. There's this and that. I don't know, man.
But Trippie, get that shit tight, bro. I don't want to see more leaks because I feel like it's going to mess up rollouts. We don't want that to happen.
Yeah, music industry should invest into a program itself that's just for artists and shit like that where they can send shit over. And it's so encrypted that nobody can touch that shit besides the people in the industry. You know
I like that. Like an anti-leak type of program or anti-leak type of device or something.
Yeah.
That's actually very smart.
At the end of the day, it benefits them too because it's like you want these artists to put the anticipation, these good finished projects. You're gonna make more money off of it. So I don't know, man.
No, that's very true. I agree with that. Let me see before I get to the last quick topic. Let me see if there's any random.
Man, you know what? Let's talk about this. Bad Bunny got robbed. This is crazy. Bad Bunny got robbed.
Did he post anything about it?
Yeah, motherfucker. Nah.
He probably ain't gonna post nothing.
He just said that. He's like, mi palabra más favorita es gracias.
He said that somewhere?
Watch, I got you.
But did he
It's his only post on Instagram.
Okay.
La palabra más bonita que existe es gracias. Soy agradecido con Dios, con la vida, con el amor que recibo. Agradecido de poder vivir momentos que nunca imaginé. Agradecido de las personas que me quieren de verdad, los que me apoyan genuinamente, los que me entienden y por los que no tan bien. Agradecido de poder hacer lo que más amo, música. Me siento feliz, me siento orgulloso de mí y por eso doy gracias.
Okay.
It's his only post.
Very, very humble. You know, talking his shit. You know, I respect
and
it.
The last post and the last picture on the post is him with Taylor.
Oh, he posted that.
Yeah.
That's good because I've seen a bunch of those photos pop up, but then a couple of them were watermarked. That was heated. But no, I think he was robbed, man. It was like obvious, very, 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 very obvious. Yeah, no breaking news or nothing. So, what I did want to just cover real quick. There's a movie on Netflix that people keep talking about. It's called You People. You People with Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy, Lauren London.
I want to watch that shit. My coworker was telling me. You know, it's funny. My coworker was telling me, he's like, yo, I was watching that shit, and it's funny because people have called me before Jonah Hill. He's like, bro, when I was watching that shit, you're the person I was thinking about.
I guess he does look like you if you had a beard.
Because he said that he does like a podcast or some shit like that.
Yeah, in the beginning. Well, throughout the show, he does it again, yeah. But he does a podcast.
He was telling me, he's like, bro, I was watching the shit and you're the person who came to mind. I was like, that's crazy. I have to watch this shit.
That's funny.
They made a movie about me.
Yo, I didn't even think about it. It's true.
Yo.
But he has a beard. But I guess he does kind of look like you.
I'm trying to get a beard,
He got some
guys.
kicks. He got some kicks in the show, in the movie.
I want to watch it.
But Jonah Hill's always been fly. He's always
Jonah
been fly.
Hill's mad dope.
He's always been flying dope. Jonah Hill's always been dope. Like, Jonah Hill's always been dope. But this movie's very, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit corny.
I want to watch
It's a bit corny. It's very, overall, I feel like could have been well written better.
Well, think about it. It only released on Netflix, right?
Yeah, Netflix only.
So there you go.
And the thing is, it's Kenya Barris. So Kenya Barris, for those who don't know, he's a black writer, famous. He does the show Blackish. What's another show? Blackish, Brownish. Is it Brownish? There's another show. There's another show that he did. It was called Black as F on Netflix. And he did this movie. He's doing another movie this year, White Man Can't Jump reboot. And it's a classic movie. They're doing a reboot. The trailer was awful. And the main actor is Jack Harlow for that movie. It's going to be Jack Harlow's acting debut. It's going to be big for Jack Harlow. Big movie for Hulu. Big movie, but looks trash. Looks horrible, awkward. That's the thing with Kenya Barris. A lot of people are very critical of his writing. It comes off very awkward. This movie is like, there's a classic movie. Mr. Carlino spoke about it when we were in his class, a classical and theater class, of Sidney Poitier, the black actor that passed away, the famous black actor, the most famous black actor, legendary actor. There's a movie he did, I think, something about, it was about him. We watched it in the class. It was about him dating a white woman and like how his culture and his family meshed with her white family, etc. And I think he went on to marry her, just like this show, just like this movie. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? I think it's called. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Oh yes.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
That was a good ass.
So
movie.
this is basically a 2023 version of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Literally,
very good movie.
But the thing with this one is the acting is subpar. There's a lot of moments that's like, okay, what's going on here? Even the podcast stuff, I was like, I get it because everyone nowadays has a podcast, so maybe they're trying to be like that. But then it just came off weird. Like,
I want to watch it.
It came off weird. Like, what the fuck?
Kind of comes off more as of a show.
Yeah, like what is this? It's kind of like, because it's legendary actors, so you expect some legendary shit, but it's not legendary at all. It's just like some passive, like you could do without it. I recommend people watching it because it has some dope, random, funny moments that I think are good jokes. Shout out to Andrew Schultz, the podcaster, comedian, famous guy. He was in it. He had like a cameo. There's a couple dope cameos. A lot of celebrities in this movie. Eddie Murphy is like the main lead of this movie because he's like Lauren London's dad. And Eddie Murphy killed it. Nia Long was like Eddie Murphy's like wife. And then Julia Dreyfus, I think, is the white woman. She's from what, Seinfeld? Funny white actress. She's Jonah Hill's mother. She's funny as hell. So there's good moments in here. But overall, it's like, it just, I don't know. It's like they're trying to paint this thing. Because I get it's realistic. Black girl dating a white man. That's how it is. And at the end of the day, we can be pro-culture, but we have to realize in the future, it's going to be mixed. Everyone's going to be mixed. Everyone's going to be mixed. You can't avoid it. So you're going to see white people dating black people more than you expect. It's going to happen. That's the future. So this movie is kind of hinting at that future and playing into that. And I think it is successful. It probably got mad attention because of obviously the actors, etc. But at the same time, you're going to get the white crowd and you're going to get the black crowd because you got famous white actors and you got famous black actors.
Yeah.
But the execution, in my opinion, could have been better. I'll give it like a D. Like I swear, I give it like a D. Like I'll watch it, but I won't watch it again. Hell no. And that's the thing. I love Kenya Barris. He's the one that also did the Kid Cudi show, or the movie Intergalactic. The cartoon that he did, Kid Cudi did last year, the cartoon movie, animated movie on Netflix that looks like almost like Spider-Verse. He was behind that. He's behind a lot of stuff. Kenya Barris is making moves, but I don't know, man. It could have been better, man. It could have been better, this movie. So if you watch You People, comment down below. How do you feel about You People? I think this movie could have been better. Even the ending, which is like, it's not even like a spoiler because it's a movie. They're gonna kiss eventually. In the whole movie, they don't really kiss. It's like, I'm like, okay. They kiss at the end. It's not a real kiss. Andrew Schultz revealed on his podcast with Charlamagne the God, Brilliant Idiots podcast, it's CGI. He said he was on set and he's like, it's a CGI kiss. He said that during the movie, they got close, Lauren London and Jonah, but they didn't kiss. So he thought, okay. But then when the movie came out, he realized, oh, they CGI'd it. And if you watch the clip, it's going viral on Twitter now. People looking at the CGI is like, oh, you can see Lauren London. Like bro, it was crazy. I'm like, what does this mean? Does she not want to kiss Jonah?
Damn.
It's like, what is going on?
Damn, there's some racism in this shit.
Like, what does that mean? And if you look at it, I didn't notice, bro.
Why everyone hating on my boy Jonah, man?
Bro, this is crazy, man.
Such a good guy.
I didn't notice until looking at this clip of like...
Jonah, let's link up, bro. They say we look alike.
Listen. What am I gonna do? Freaking type in kiss? Why is it not popping up right away? Let me just put in kiss. Okay. Jonah kiss. Jonah Hill kiss. But I put kiss in the front. But they're not wrong. It really was CGI'd, bro. Look at this. And it's kind of bad CGI. It's decent, but it could have been better. Is this the clip? Oh, right here.
Nah, Joe's funny, yo. Gotta
mute it. If you look at Lauren London's head, it's like shakes. It's when they do that those like visualizers for artists and stuff, and it gives like a little bouncy wave.
Shit looks like her mouth just disappears.
Yeah, like it looks very blurred in the middle, and then on purpose they put the fake flowers falling to cover the lips.
Yeah. So
technically, we don't even really see the kiss. See, the flowers, another flower, and this is what Andrew Cho said.
Anyway. I don't know if I should share this shit, but the final scene, they don't even kiss. It's CGI.
Get the fuck out.
Swear to God, son.
How's it CGI?
I'm there. I'm watching the wedding, and I see them going for the kiss, and their faces stop like this far. And I'm like, I wonder how they're going to play that in the movie. Oh, they're probably just going to cut right there. But the movie, you could see their faces come close, and then you could see their faces morph a little bit into a fake kiss.
Salute to Lauren London making Dr. Umar proud in real life.
That's what I'm saying.
So fun.
Dr. Umar is proud. You can't kiss no white man on camera. Listen, I don't know how to feel about this, man. I really do not know how to feel about this. This is so random and weird. It's only gonna make this movie kind of more legendary though, so because people want to watch it now for that alone. But look at it has some dope actors. Shout out to what's his name? I forgot his name, but he's from Odd Future. We met him in New York.
Oh yeah,
Taco. His former Odd Future DJ for Tyler Creator, Julia Dreyfus. Look at Andrew Schultz right here. A lot of legendary actors. But I recommend people watching it. Just watch it. But it's not gonna be no Oscar winning shit, Mar. I'm just letting you know. But you wanna watch some Oscar winning shit? Watch The Whale. I watched arrogant shit on Deja and Alicia at the theater a couple weeks ago. The Whale. You'll cry. That's a movie. This shit was
I'm not trying to cry though.
You gotta cry a little bit.
Nah.
But you might not cry. I cried. Not everyone cried. I think Eric didn't cry. I don't know. It's so good. You're gonna cry.
About? Is it about a whale?
It's about a guy who's gay. But should I say no? Just watch it. Just watch it. I'm not gonna tell you. Just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch it. Because you're like it. Especially the ending is insane, bro. The ending of that movie. The ending is and his acting. This shit right here. They couldn't even kiss. They couldn't even kiss. They had to CGI the kiss. But why is that? Is Lauren London trying to be respectful to Nipsey and she hasn't been in any relationship since he passed away? It's none of our business. But why not kiss during acting? It's just acting. Maybe she doesn't want to.
It might be that.
Maybe she wants to pay respect to him.
I respect that.
What is that? What it is? Yeah. It could be that.
Has to be that. I respect that.
And Jonah Hill, he seemed to be happy on set. Maybe he didn't get insulted by that. Maybe he understood. Because you have to be respectful.
He's a great guy, bro.
He's a great guy.
Bro. Jonah Hill.
He's a great guy. It's acting though, so maybe she's kissed people in acting. She was in ATL, the T.I. movie years ago.
But that Nipsey was.
But then she was very young. Yeah, that was before a lot of stuff. But I love Lauren London. She's very beautiful. Jonah Hill's very handsome. A lot of people be like, "Oh, they wouldn't be dating in real life." I think they actually potentially could.
That beard is crazy though.
That beard is crazy.
I know I'm not one to talk, but
why? But her not kissing him is different. This is some weird. I don't know. God bless. But yeah, there we have it, man. Cap, episode 70. We are out. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Subscribe, comment down below, share your opinion, smash that like button. Until next week, we have nothing more else to say. Keep the cap going through. What you guys say, Mar?
Bad Bunny really got fucking robbed, yo.
Right, yo,
bro, he got robbed.
They took money out his pocket.
That's crazy.
And then they went on live.
He should have took all their fucking phones. Come on, bro. Yo.
Listen, I approve him throwing phones now. If Bad Bunny wants to throw a phone now, just because he's mad because he didn't win his award, you have one free pass for me to throw. You can throw my phone. Throw that shit as far as you want.
Who read that out?
Who read out the award?
Yeah.
Who read out the award? Oh, it was I don't know who read it out. I forgot who read it out, but I do know that the people were there, like their fans were there, like one fan representing each nomination. So you had a Beyonce fan, a Harry Styles fan, Bad Bunny fan. That's how they did it, because they did like content throughout the awards, like random segments of people debating in a table, the fans debating like why Bad Bunny should win, why this person should win, because it was the most nominations out of any award category. They had like 10 nominations for Album of the Year, because the biggest award of the night. And these fans are also Academy, they're a part of the Academy, they're part of the Grammy committee. They have a job or something, I think, a part of the Grammys.
And what did
but Harry Styles fan was an old woman.
What I was gonna say.
Old woman.
What the fuck she said?
So when
she put a stack of money.
Oh,
on the
Trevor
table.
Noah introduced it, the host of the entire Grammys. Shout out to Trevor Noah, by the way. I didn't say that earlier. Phenomenal host. I love Trevor Noah. His show's ending on Comedy Central, but he hosted the Grammys. It was phenomenal. I loved the way he hosted it, but he was the one that announced that last award, because everyone else was doing, like, celebrities were introducing awards, but Trevor Noah was the last one. It was the last award, so Trevor Noah is the host of the whole thing. He introduced that award to Bad Bunny. Not to Bad Bunny, I wish, but to Harry Styles. So he went up to the old woman, the fan. He was like, "You say it, announce it." So everyone knew it right away. Like, oh, it's freaking Harry Styles that won, because the old fucking bitch, God bless her, but the old one's gonna announce this shit. Damn! I thought he was kind of going towards the Bad Bunny girl, the Spanish girl. I was like, oh no, the old woman. That shit was crazy.
Some bullshit.
That was some bullshit. Even Harry knows it.
Man,
but
fuck this shit.
They gon' let me for my ambition.
Trevor Noah.